May we all humbly bow down to all graces of all Buddhas, Maha-Buddhas, Pacceka Buddhas, Maha-Pacceka Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Maha-Bodhisattvas, all the fully enlightened ones, the Arahants, the Maha-Arahants, the grace of fathers and mothers of all lifetimes, all the great gurus, the grace of Luang Por Posi Surya Khemarato. Please hold the space for us. We would like to declare removal and cancellation of all deluded desires and expectations within the body and the mind, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, sounds, smells, tastes, touches and shapes, mental elements, sensual pleasures, enjoyment, being carried away by the mind to maintain, to sustain, in looking, seeing and knowing, in all actions, which creates realm of existence. We would like to declare removal and cancellation of all deluded desires and expectations to achieve, to attain in any practices, whether it is worldly or spiritual, in mindfulness, concentration, contemplations, special insights, wisdom, meditative absorption, supernatural power, authoritative power, black magic, and all the usage of perfection in the wrong way. We would like to declare removal and cancellation of all vengeance, revenges, all the harbor thoughts to get back to someone. We would like to declare removal and cancellation of all deluded desires and expectations towards relationships, towards fathers, mothers, husbands and wives, sons and daughters, friends and relatives, enemies, those kind supporters, ancestors, societies, small and large, nations, countries, homelands, global connections, and all relationships that has been related in a way with karma, not in a way of emptiness to emptiness, not in a way of enlightenment to enlightenment. We would like to declare removal and cancellation of all deluded desires and expectations and fixation to all ideas, concepts, doctrines, dogmas, beliefs, disbeliefs, belief values, traditional values, all the bindings, obligations, commitments, promises which bind us to circle around them, unable to move on with liberation and sharing liberation for one another, with the unbound, with the boundlessness, with the great compassion of nothingness, the great compassion of the infinite, which is not about being limited or unlimited, being finite or infinite. May all graces please release all karma for all beings, from the lowest hell realms to the highest heaven realms, for all the rejections they have made towards them, towards the graces, blocking anyone to be near the great perfections. Chasing those with great blessed fortunes to be far away, facing difficulties, far away from living places or homelands, ignoring the words of the great perfections, ignoring the blessing of the graces of the Buddhas, Mahabodhisattvas. Rejecting the Satya Dharma, the noble truth, turning away from their words, causing oneself to be far away from the Satya Dharma, the noble truth. May we request for all release of all karma. May all cases of karma of hurting and harming anyone, animals, the beings, with projecting mind, with all intentions or unintentions, to be removed, to be forgiven from now on. Ahosi, ahosi, ahosi. And may all debts of karma and debts of gratitude be compensated by our opening, beyond opening, in the way of proceeding with everything from the foundation of that which has nothing to do with attachment, detachment, or non-attachment, by the foundation of that which has nothing to do with cutting or not cutting, involving or not involving, grasping or not grasping. May all beings be part of this, helping samsara to be unwound from all projection, from all intentions, from all karma, from all delusions, which is actually just temporary. Even delusion is temporary. Everything existing temporarily. Therefore, we cannot find anything that is true or not true in it. So don't look for details of anything, whether it's true or not, whether it's real or not real. There is no need to get into that details, because that is distinguishment, that is a separation, that is discrimination. There is no need to go there. So even a delusion is just temporary happening, not always permanent. It's not permanent. So what happened between that gap? when our perception is natural, without the add-ons, without the overlays, without judgments, not even naming it, not identifying it. We can say that is the liberation, the true liberation that is not about being liberated or not. Which is unconditional. And this is the force from our compassion and great compassion to be shared to all beings, to everything, to the whole samsara. We move on together like this. Therefore, do not be concerned, and not concerning is the nature when we share the infinite force with everything. Everything is awakened. Everything is opened. Beyond liberation. Liberation is just an idea that we assume up and aiming for it, trying all methods and ways for it, getting lost in it, getting lost in the assume. That is being deluded. And this is like a spell. So let's open up, wide eyes open. Shine through samsara, wherever you are. Be awakened to the truth, be enlightened to the truth that there is no such a thing as liberating or not, being enlightened or not. Because the foundation of everything is from that which has nothing to do with being limited or unlimited. So always true liberation that is shining through everything, which is automatic, which is always there. There is no need to search for methods and ways for liberation of suffering, trying to be happy, which also from one's own assumed up in the mind. Our delusion with happiness or suffering is temporary existing. You may get lost in it, in your assume up of happiness for one moment. However, be informed that you are getting lost for a little while. Even the idea about suffering too, because itself coming and going. The difficulties that you are facing is itself, you assume it up in your mind. You hold on to it. Therefore, the difficulty is there. You don't let it be coming and going as its nature. So it seems you are always facing difficulty. However, it is also temporary. Realizing this, let's opening, beyond opening. Let's not be stuck to dwell within the mind, trying to maintain, sustain, keeping any states of feelings, emotions, thoughts, recalls, memories, or even the awareness, because itself also coming and going. It cuts through itself. Everything has its nature of cutting through itself. That's the true liberation. That's the foundation of everything. So let's share it as you realize this. Share this unconditional or the true liberation beyond liberation itself to all and everything. And don't try to dwell in this truth, because also even you try, is also just for a moment. But at that moment, you create realm of existence already. So, always use the reminders. As always. Open up beyond opening. Everything is from the foundation of that which has nothing to do with grasping or not grasping, involvement or non-involvement. Letting go or not letting go. Shine through all and everything with the infinite power, which will liberate all beings, which will open up all beings, all elements that has been painted with delusions. Seeing in the seeing, looking in the looking, knowing in the knowing is also getting lost. Lost in the illusion, which again is also temporary. As you see, everything is entangled. Bindings look like it's related, connected, bound to each other. Yet, within such bondage. It's beyond liberation. It is unbound in itself. So don't get stuck in what you see, what you know, in what you look. It's elusive. It's not what you think you see, seeing in the seeing, knowing in the knowing. That is lost in the illusions. Use the reminders. Everything is from that which has nothing to do with seeing or not seeing, looking or not looking, liberating or not liberating, knowing or not knowing, being conscious or not conscious. Widen out limitlessly. For this is the giving channel of the great compassion. For the whole samsara. For the whole samsara to be unwound from all assume up. From all projections, from all illusions. Opening beyond opening. Everything is from that which has nothing to do with being liberated or not.